in another episode of It Can't Be My Fault. Subscribe. Let's talk about it.
And this is why so many single black women. Did y'all see that post that lady said that she went to I guess a singles night at church, and she said she was baffled, mad, appalled about how many single black women that she's seen at the event. I'm talking about thousands, not even hundreds, thousands. I couldn't even watch the rest of the video, but she was just like, damn, I'm not the only one. No, for real, sis. It's a motherfucking shortage. It's slim pickings out this hole. I'm telling you right now. I was single for 3 years dating around, and I just found me somebody that I think might be okay. Decent. Mind you, decent is the new standard, and it's fucking sad, man. And then I go to the comments under the post on the blogs, and it further proves my point. All these men in the comments being chatty patty, something. Oh, they said they didn't need a man. I thought they said they could be without a man. I thought they said this. I thought they was happily single. All this extra stuff. Mind you, y'all up there happy in the comments about all these women being single, trying to throw rocks on some, oh, that's what y'all get, cause y'all, how about y'all be better fucking men? Then it wouldn't be so many single motherfuckers. It's cause we don't realize our worth. We done hired our fucking standard. We don't realize we don't have to put up with this shit. That don't mean some of us are happy with being single. Sometimes we may not need a man, but we want one. Some of us don't even want one because of all the stress that it brings. You know what I'm saying? Ain't shit. Having a man ain't all that. No shade. Your schedule change. You start gaining weight. You know what I'm saying? But at least you have somebody, you know. It gets lonely sometime. Have to say, oh, I would rather be lonely by myself, focus on myself, than put up with a cheating, lying motherfucker. Like, what would y'all rather us do? It's like we getting the shit end of the stick both times. And then when we do find somebody, bitch, because it's just a slim pickings, it's you hoes, y'all, when y'all see a good man, y'all want them. That's another issue we'll get into another video. But it's just like, I can't stand when men just be so happy at the fact of, oh, aha, that's what y'all get. That's why y'all single. I thought y'all said y'all didn't need a man. How about y'all be better men? Instead of, that's further proving the point.
We're never really going to be able to put this conversation to bed, because the conversation is always about something that a man has to do better. A man has to change this or that. You never understand that it's two people in this relationship until it's time to leave with his money and resources. That's when you acknowledge everything that he's done. But these conversations get so one-sided that it's no wonder you're always going to have people in the comment section saying, yo, what did you expect? What did you expect? You keep repeating the same things, the same motions, the same movements, and you get surprised when you keep getting the same reactions. Then you've got a reaction for that reaction. But none of it ever points a finger and says, hey, maybe we need to do better on some facet, some avenue, somewhere, some place we may be lacking in our part of this relationship. In this dynamic of bringing men into the fold, back where we would like to meet them, we don't understand. Maybe we have to do some walking and growing ourselves. But before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. Still trying to do 2 a day. We're trying to get that streak going from June to June. But in the meantime, hype the video, share the video. We got some merch in the store. So this video is another just quintessential. So it's a reply to the woman in Houston saying that she had a church mixer event. There was thousands of people there, or 1,000 people there, and yet no one was coming up to the women. We'll keep having this conversation as long as we need to have the conversation. When you don't seem to care about men, what do you want them to do? You simply want to build a structure, build in an event, and then expect them to turn up. It's the height of folly. I built a YouTube channel, and I'm upset that you guys have not subscribed. I'm upset that you guys aren't in the comments. Whose fault is it? Do I need to make some changes? Do I need to adapt? Do I need to now give it time? If you're going to make changes that require another person's buy-in, there's part of it where they're not going to believe that the changes you made are really for them, are really in their best interest. And thus far, we have not seen any real change on women's parts en masse that are saying, hey, listen, now we acknowledge that some of the messaging got out of control. We acknowledge we kind of ran with a lot of this. We acknowledge we kind of vilified a large percent of you. Now we realize that we may need something else. We may want something different. The problem is, and it's a societal one, where we don't hold women accountable, or when we try to, then the emotions start, and now we need to follow that. We need to massage that. We need to make sure that is not offensive. We've gone so far that we start ignoring things that we understand as facts, as science. We change the meaning of words just so we don't offend. But we have to realize you cannot get anywhere discernible with that sort of approach. There has to be a hard line. There has to be reason. There has to be truth. And the truth here is a very, very simple one. You want male attention. You want male cooperation in these spaces, but you don't care about men. These two messages are incongruent, can't exist at the same time. You cannot increase the input or the output of these events with male participation when you keep making it just about women, just about how they see it, how they view it. More importantly, you can't simply show up to an event as a woman and get upset when men there are not running over themselves to talk to you. They're not throwing over tables, throwing over chairs to talk to you. You can build an event. You can make it as interesting as possible. You can make it geared towards all the men in existence. But just because you're there, you have to understand that by default, if you're out there and no man is approaching you, that doesn't mean there's something wrong with him, that there's something fundamentally broken within him. He's not sassy, he's not gay, he's not any of these things that you want to use and throw towards him. He may just not be into you. I'd understand the conversation if it was one where men were saying, these are the things that we want, and you were listening. That's the difference. And you were listening. These are the things that men want. We want you to be fit. We want you to be friendly. We want you to be feminine. And you listened and you did those things. You were in the gym. You smiled. You got along with men. You understood how your emotions become sometimes, unregulated, and you've taken steps to correct those. You understand your femininity and you lead with that. And then the men still weren't showing up. And you did this. This is the caveat. You did this for a number of years. You've did this for a decade and a half. You've shown that you were willing to come to the table and said, hey, I realize our part in this. Here's our correction. Here's what we're doing more of. Here's how we're solving our part of the thing. Can you also show up for us? We want men of this sort of caliber. We want some men that kind of move like this. Okay. The difference here is you keep demanding more from men. You want them to be better and then better and then better. Meanwhile, you're giving access to yourself, the best, most important parts of your womb, your everything about you, giving to the wrong man, and then turning around and saying, I want more. I demand more. Yeah, I knew I made mistakes. I was young, or more importantly, or more readily, he lied to me for years. For years, he was a supervillain. He hid his true identity, and I just happened to stumble upon it at one point in time. No, we're watching this entire thing. You think it's an issue of just, if you build it, they will come. But we're watching the entirety of your behavior. We've learned long ago not to so much listen to your words, but look and see your actions. Look and see how you move, who you respond to. What are the results of those actions? That's where your truth lies. Not behind the words, not behind the tears, not behind the shouts. We're watching the actions, and the actions right now, just like in this video, say, I still hate men. I still hate men. I understand your utility. I understand your status, having one of you, more so for status, but I still don't really like you. I say this because you still refuse to listen. You don't want to listen to what we have to say, what we want, that you still want us to show up for you. The large majority of men, especially those that are older, that have gone through this, are saying, hey, I'm good. I'm good. Then you got the younger ones making this game very transactional. Say, if you can't provide some sort of value on your end, I want nothing to do with you. But look, if you disagree, let me know down in the comments. If you see all the videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to my voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. I'm just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.